Now, recently I've been doing a lot of commissions and more specifically a lot of wand commissions, and today I just wanted to show you this one. Now, I don't have a build video for this wand, but I'm actually very proud of how it turned out, so I just wanted to show you guys how it looks and talk a little bit about commissioning. Like I said, I take on commissions. This can be painting or like this, wand building. Now, a client approached me and said, can I build a wand to a specific design? I said yes. It sounded great, and they sent me the design. Now, there's different ways to approach commissioning. When I take on wand commissions, I love to receive a sketch or just some very detailed ideas of what you would like. It really helps me pinpoint the kind of thing you're looking for. This customer did in fact give me a very detailed drawing, and although it was a good drawing, I kind of pride myself in knowing what the Harry Potter aesthetic looks like, so I asked them, could I have a go at designing based on their design and their ideas, and they were more than happy for me to do so, which is great. Now, for this one in particular, they wanted the core to be thestral hair, and there's actually a creature called a Lethifold which has lots of little teeth, and the core was supposed to be thestral hair and Lethifold tooth. So I said, what if we design the handle section to look a bit like a thestral, so it's a little bit skeletal, and what if they then had the Lethifold tooth sticking out the end? So I went in and like readjusted their design, kind of worked on it a little bit, and they were more than happy with the design, and I went ahead and made it. When I'm making something like this, often I can be informed by the shape of the wood. For this is made of hawthorn, and I couldn't actually find any sort of flat hawthorn blanks, so I ended up with a branch of hawthorn, and this really did inform the shape that I was able to get out of it. You can see we've got a lovely kind of sort of rib section which is bigger, and then a spine, and it just kind of tapers in and back out again. And this was really informed by the branch, and you can see there I kept this kind of part in to reflect that part of the branch. Now, this was shaped on a bench sander like I do most of my wands, and then everything else was carved in with a Dremel and cutting bits. On the end there we have a tooth which is supposed to be the Lethifold tooth. Now, this is a fossilized shark tooth. I bought a bunch of them on Etsy for a really reasonable amount of money. It wasn't expensive, and then this is the one I picked to kind of go in and, getting that angle right so the swoop comes kind of down and up for the tooth. But yeah, they wanted a wrap on the handle as well in leather, so there's a real leather wrap just kind of glued in here. That doesn't move or anything. I in fact even carved the wand down in this section so the leather could sit more flush, as we wrapped it and glued it there. Sometimes it takes a lot of back and forth to get this kind of thing right. I go in with an idea, and I had the sketch that I'd done to work on, but sometimes you don't know what's going to happen. Like, I had the idea to put in these bits here to look kind of like a spine, but then I had this whole section here and the whole thing wasn't working for me. I couldn't get it to work. I wanted to leave some of this bark in. This is the real bark on this side from the branch itself. But it wasn't working, and then I decided to try and put in this texture to maybe help make it look more like an animal, and yeah, that really helped. This texture is what really sells this piece to me. It just really helps break up the forms, and then it really contrasts this smooth section under here. And this was all done, like I said, with a Dremel and some little metal grinding bits, and then just kind of polished out. And when you have weathering and stuff that sits down in those grooves, it just really helps sell the overall look. With this one, because the hawthorn was quite a light coloured wood, they even got to pick the colour, so they went for like sort of a reddish brown. There's the end. So yeah, when you are commissioning someone, whether it's myself or other creatives, it's great to go in with a good idea of what you want. Like I said, I like having drawings or at least a detailed description of what you would like. It's also good to have a kind of budget in mind and a time scale. All these things help makers like myself in being able to deliver something that you want in the way that you want, whether that's timely or more cost effective. So there we go, there's a quick insight on what it's like to commission me to make a wand, and the kind of unique piece you could end up having in your collection should you do so. I just wanted to show you guys this one because I'm very proud of it, and yeah, like I said, soon it won't be with me anymore, it'll be with the new owner, so I thought I'd just give it a quick show and tell, as well as talking about commissions. I hope you enjoyed this one, and of course I will see you in the next video, and until then, take care. Bye bye.